Bonsoir, good evening, NPCs. It is I, Loki the Mad Titan, and welcome back to my secret favorite series, the Skyrim modded series, Interesting NPCs, and we're looking at two of them right here, and we have Rumarin with us, who's a fan favorite. If you're new to the channel, Yokozo Hijimimashite, welcome, nice to meet you. And if you're a regular to this series, like Mrs. Voice, who had suggested it, like Teresa, Okairi Nasai, welcome back, welcome home. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you are new to the channel, please consider joining us on the Discord, supporting me on Patreon. We do have currently one patron, Carousel Animation. Thank you so very much. You can also become a member of the channel if you wanted to, but most importantly, subscribe. We went like 3 weeks with no subscribers. That was like my longest dry spell ever since I started this channel. So we're here, and we talked to the young lady, and we're now going to talk to the gentleman, Griffith, who clearly looks like he's got the same gauntlets on over, so he's got Daedric gauntlets on, which I think is the same thing we have. That's not how you do it in this, you knucklehead. I think it's the same ones that we have on. No, wait, we have different ones on. We have dragon scale on. What is that? What are we wearing? What happened to that guy's head? We have Ebony Spell Knight gauntlets. Okay. But Rumarin has the same ones as him, for sure. All right, let's talk to Griffith and see what he has to say. Some nice scars on your face there.
You've got the wrong house, stranger. The mill owner lives on the other side of the road. I suggest you leave.
Are you trying to kick me out, huh? What are you two doing here? I just wanted to talk. Well, looks like Gilfrey's got herself a couple of dirty squatters. Oh, no, we're not going to say that. What are you two doing here?
That's none of your business.
I'm Batman. Okay, I just wanted to talk.
Sorry, but I'm not looking for company.
That's not what the little girl said. Who are you? You don't have to be so rude. I wasn't asking for it. And I wasn't looking for a milk drinker, but it looks like I found one. Who are you?
A stranger, just like you. Let's keep it that way.
I patrol the nights. What's with the girl?
I'm her guardian. Let's just leave it at that.
I've already met the little scamp. Her name's Morgan. She spoke well of you. Are you her father? I apologize for my intrusion, sir. Good day.
Did she? I told her not to talk to strangers. What did she tell you?
That you're a murderer. Morgan said there were people after you.
The girl's too trusting for her own good. What of it?
I mean, I'm really good at the murder thing myself. I could probably help you. This whole arrangement is suspicious. Explain yourself or I call the guard. Maybe you ought to tell me what before I lose my patience and kill you both. I don't like either of those choices.
Hold on. There's no need for that. It's not what you think. The girl is under my protection.
Your last name Epstein? It's better if you just tell the truth. Who's after you? Why are you serving as your guardian? Any advice? Any advice from me? That's so random. Any advice for me?
May you be dead 10 minutes before Sithis knows it.
Okay. It's better if you just tell the truth.
The Dark Brotherhood. They're after us. Her and me.
I've been hunted myself. Why are you serving as her guardian? Why is the Dark Brotherhood after you?
I killed one of their contracts.
You're not just any killer. It takes one to know one. There must be more than that. There must be more to it than that.
Yeah. The Dark Brotherhood aren't just hunting a killer. They're hunting one of their own. Me. It's a long story. Not one I really care to tell.
Okay, yeah, they tried to recruit me, and then I just used console commands and locked the door and left. Fine, maybe I'll ask the child what she thinks about her guardian the killer. Please?
Alright. I see you're not gonna give up until I tell you. As I said, I was once an assassin for the Dark Brotherhood. One of the best they had. Only, murder wasn't enough for me. When a target is marked, a typical assassin kills without question or remorse. The murder is efficient. A transaction. No different than going to the market. Only, I took things a little bit further. I had what you'd call a procedure. I didn't just stalk my targets. I approached them. I even befriended them. I needed to know the man I killed.
That's a little weird. Sounds to me like a ritual. You needed to know there was some morality behind each kill?
Maybe. At least that's the way I see it now. Not so much before. The Dark Brotherhood doesn't take sides. When a hunter tracks game for the butcher, it's not his place to ask if the dude deserves it. Yet, for some reason in the back of my mind, I always assumed they did. Some were less guilty than others, but all were guilty of indifference. Everyday people driven to murder, and the average target never gave two symptoms about what they did. Some even relished in it. This attitude, this unfeeling apathy that infects everyone around us, it needed to be purged.
Okay. How did you kill your victims? Agreed. The question is how to purge it.
I gained their trust and offered them a drink. The mead was a paralysis poison. Then I bound them and interrogated them until I found it. It was a game. I asked them to name their killer. They always assumed I was talking about me.
Alright. So this is definitely interesting. How does the girl fit into all this? How did you end up in the Dark Brotherhood? The Dark Brotherhood is not what it once was. Perhaps you can escape. Why not adopt the child yourself? Why are you serving as her guardian? Any advice for me? I kind of want to ask it again randomly.
Yeah. Don't join the Dark Brotherhood. The road it'll take you will be covered in not only the blood of your victims, but of your friends as well.
I mean, I didn't. I just unlocked the door and left.
Kill every nobleman you see.
I like that advice.
Truly know who you are killing, and what you are killing for, before you make the killing blow.
That was a lot of the word killing in one sentence. Yeah, so how does the girl fit in all this?
One night we received word of a man performing the Black Sacrament in the Riften Radway. I was to arrange a meeting with him to get information on the target. The man told me of a story of a harlot who had taken everything from him. He wanted her to know the pain and anguish she caused him. Another jilted lover, I thought. Another uncaring woman. My specialty. So I accepted the contract on behalf of the Brotherhood.
Okay. So you were going. How did you find her?
Tracking her down was easy. She was staying in some old bunkhouse near the Jarl's Keep. She wasn't a harlot. She wasn't even a woman. She was just a girl. Inside her wasn't apathy. It was innocence. The child wasn't even old enough to understand love. At first I thought there was some kind of mistake. Only when I confronted the man, he confirmed her identity. The sick bastard was in love with a child. And so that night, I killed not for apathy, but for passion and took the child from Honor Hall.
Okay. Why did you take her if he was dead? In the end, it was all you ever wanted, to kill with conscience. Blah, blah, blah. Because they would have went after the girl anyway?
The Dark Brotherhood would eventually try to find her. Once the Black Sacrament has been performed, the mark is eternally cursed by Sithis. The sacrament demands blood, and they will not stop until the blood has been spilled. I've killed so many of my brothers and sisters. Some I even considered friends.
How did you end up in the Dark Brotherhood?
I was a young boy, living in an old cottage with my parents and older sister. She was about 5 years older than Morrigan, and promised to marry. It was the day of her wedding, when Lord Gabania's men came riding in the field. I'll never forget the way their horses grunted and seethed, as if ready for war. Then the nobleman descended from his horse and made his demands. Some call it the right of first night, as if men of power needed to justify their rape with laws. No, they just took what they wanted. My mother pleaded for mercy. My father reached for his axe. When one of the guards gutted him, all anyone could do was weep. 2 of Gabania's men were dragging my sister into the cottage when they passed me by. One of them turned and looked at me, and our eyes met. There wasn't a drop of emotion on that face. That's what I remember most from that night. Not the murder, or the rape, or the screams. It was the face of that guardsman. The face of apathy. That I couldn't forgive.
Okay. What happened after they killed your family?
They razed the town. Gabania really just wanted the land and the peasants cleared. When his lot forced themselves on the women, it was just for fun. No, not forced. Toyed with them, defiled them, and murdered their spirit. When they killed them all, they just left me there to watch. I mourned them for days, but my mourning quickly turned to anger. I thirsted for revenge.
I don't blame you considering what happened.
Yet I was just a boy. My anger alone would never be enough to kill a noble. I performed the Black Sacrament, but the Brotherhood never came. I knew then I was truly alone. And if I wanted vengeance, I had to do it myself. Gabania was out of my reach, but that guard, the one whose face was burned into my memory, that was a man I could kill. I pulled the sword from my own father's chest and watched him spill all over the ground. I kept that sword as a reminder. The blood had dried and crusted over the blade, but I never bothered to polish it.
Killing the guardsmen couldn't have been that easy. Sorry. Killing the guardsmen couldn't have been easy.
No. Looking back, I was lucky I wasn't a grown man. My size and build forced me to cling to the shadows. A grown man would have used the sword that fell my father to seek some sort of poetic justice. The boy was forced to abandon that for a dagger.
So what did you do? That was wise, especially given what happened. How did you kill him?
I started out by pretending I was a beggar, nagging the guards for coin and bread. Not that it required much acting. My hunger was real. I pestered Gabania's men one by one until I found that face. He didn't recognize me. Of course he didn't. I tracked him day and night, from the barracks to the brothels. It was outside the inn where he was most vulnerable, unloading his mead. That night I hid behind a stack of hay piles. The twin moons were out, and there was no mistaking that face. I crept up behind him as he was pissing on the wall, the sound of the stream masking my footsteps. Then I slid the dagger into his heart. And when he fell to the ground, I turned his face over and cut his mouth into a smile.
Like the Joker? That must have been cathartic. Your parents must be so proud to raise such a dutiful killer.
It was. I stared into that face for what seemed like forever, my body tingling with sensation. It wasn't until I heard that slow, condescending clap that I woke up from my trance. Then I looked up and saw Astrid.
Yeah, I left her in the shack. Why are you serving as her guardian?
I need a reason to protect a child.
No, I don't know, man. It's just a dialogue. You only make her weak by protecting her. Well, yes, children are useless scum. She isn't yours, thus not your responsibility. I don't really like any of these options. I'm going to go with this one.
There will come a time when I will teach her everything she needs to know, and nothing more.
Why not adopt her?
I'll admit I have grown fond of her. Despite all this happened, she can still make me laugh. My time with her has made me rethink my purpose in life. Perhaps I wasn't meant to be a killer after all. She even has the same dark hair and pale skin like me. She'd pass as my real daughter. But what kind of father could I possibly be?
I would love to help you wipe out the Dark Brotherhood. That would be fun. She does seem to idolize you a lot. A good one. How hard could it be? Like raising an oversized hamster.
I try not to read too much into it. Children get attached easily. Stay here long enough and she'll probably begin to idolize you.
Well, I am the Dragonborn. Why is this the only option now?
I killed one of their contracts. That obvious, huh? Alright. I was once a... But to be honest, it's not really a story I like to tell.
Why are we restarting over the dialogue completely?
Alright. When a target is no different than going to...
I don't mind going
I
through
had what you'd call a procedure.
through the dialogue different
I
ways.
hate that word. Makes it sound religious or something. It was a procedure. A potion for the conscience. The Dark Brotherhood isn't about good or evil. You'll find in this world, people want others dead for the most trivial of reasons. You're a bard who sings off-key. You're dead. You jilted a lover by a headstone. Looked at someone the wrong way. Worm food. You can't try to justify the reasons, because the reasons are moronic. But if I got to know them, I could always find it. My reason. The apathy.
So, I pointed this out previously in the past, but I haven't said it for a while. His spoken dialogue is completely different than the dialogue that's coming up for the captions. So, if you're not paying attention to them, if you can, you might want to. It's slight differences, nothing huge, but still interesting. So, you kill the ones you don't realize, who don't realize they're hurting people. I'm just going to say explain.
The bard doesn't care about whose ears are bleeding. The lover is oblivious to the man she's betrayed. These people and their attitudes disgusted me. It needed to be purged. So I gained their trust and offered them a drink. The mead was a paralysis poison. Then I bound them and interrogated them until I found it. It was a game. I asked them to name their killer.
Alright, so here we are, back to the...
They always assumed I was talking about me.
To the real list. So we have this last option. The Dark Brotherhood is not what it once was. Perhaps you can escape.
It isn't just the Dark Brotherhood. The one who pursues me is Sithis. I broke a tenet, and in doing so, I betrayed him. Now every night, I am left to face his wrath.
Who or what is Sithis? You broke a tenet? Oh, you foolish fool. Does this girl know about all this? Sithis sounds formidable. Better kill the girl and be done with it. An assassin with a heart of gold. I'll take a coin purse full of gold instead. Yeah, we'll say who or what is Sithis.
Imagine, if you will, a room of complete darkness. You have a torch in your hands, but there's no light to speak of. The entire room is as black and cold as the midnight sky. Now imagine that darkness reaching out to you, embracing you into the very void itself. That's Sithis. Nothingness and everything, all in the same form.
Okay, so the nothing from Neverending Story. Got it. Alright, so I appear to
I'll
have
admit, my time with her
tapped
she
all
even
of
has
the
same-
dialogue with
she
him.
passes my real daughter. Maybe you're right. But there will come a time when it's safer for us to be apart.
And then it circles back in dialogue. Alright, so now that I've spoken with him, I was super confused about the pheasant on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't pick it up. It's stuck. Do you have anything different?
I like magic. Maybe I'll enroll in the College of Winterhold.
Yeah, you totally could do that. Because you're making this pot wiggle jiggle over here.
Griffith says I'm smart, and that I could do anything I wanted. Though I guess he never considered I can't fly. Hello.
Alright. So, I guess there's not any quests or anything related to them, which is fine.
Griffith says I'm smart, and that I could do anything I wanted. Though I guess he never considered I can't fly.
I'm so evil. I'm sorry. Alright. I love Griffiths / Valgus's voice actor. I was teasing a little bit. Oh no. Who's dead now?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Every time you give me something, it's somebody died. Is it gonna be... What did you give me? Warning regarding vigilantism. By the order of the Jarl, this letter is warning that vigilant justice is not an acceptable form of punishment in Skyrim. In instances when the guard is unavailable, a bounty will be issued for the criminals in question. Only the Jarl can issue out such a decree. Recent rumors of vigilante activity around Lost Echo Cave is not acceptable. The Jarl has ordered this letter be passed along to all adventurers of note. Okay. So that sounds an awful lot like it wants me to go to the Lost Echo Cave. But I don't remember where that is. So so what else is new? I thought he was going to tell me somebody else died because I have what? Two letters telling me about Among the Hist. Okay. Nope. I thought I was the vigilante. I don't know what this is. Yeah, we were gonna do that. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna do both of them. Hopefully this episode. All right, it's nighttime now. I didn't want it to be nighttime. God damn it. Can I sleep in here? There's plenty of beds. Yes. Let's get 11 hours. Nice solid rest. All right. Why'd you take your... Listen.
Griffith says I'm smart, and that I could do anything I wanted. Though I guess he never considered I can't fly. Griffith, what does it mean when people wear amulets and lie?
Alright. Stop being a jerk and putting the kettle on the girl's head. So, we found them, which is awesome. We're supposed to be going... look at the map. How far away is Lost Echo Cave? I don't know why I have this marked or this marked. Where are we going? Oh, so far away. Hunter's Rest. That's not Lost Echo Cave. Recently built altar. Alright, I know why this one's marked. This is the only one I know why it's marked. Alright, we're gonna go to both of those places just because it's irritating me that they're black. Yes, that's how simple I can be. So we're just gonna go straight west. Or maybe not. Alright, screw it. That's not how you run. So I don't know if there will be a quest related to the Dark Brotherhood with him. I would, like I said, I would definitely love killing some Dark Brotherhood. Is this a path up? It is. Sort of. What's up, Lucy? Alright, can I go... is it like one of these zigzaggy paths? And now there's a cave, too. Oh, what's happening over here? Is that a shrine to Talos? I think that's a shrine to Talos. I mean, we are Stormcloak. So, that would imply that we're pro-Talos. Well, of course I'll take that. Thank you.
I never understood why people pray to this man, the one they call Dragon of the North.
What?
When they kneel before this altar, what they pray for is servitude. A dragon has no sympathy for mortals. Its very nature is to dominate.
Well, hello. How are you, Maricine? As a dragon myself, I don't disagree. Dragon or mortal, free will allow... Free will, Jesus Christ. Free will allows us all to choose our destiny. I don't know why I was reading that so poorly. For your information, I wasn't praying to this fool. I was looting him. Talos wasn't a dragon. He was a man who apparently really hated snakes. I kind of want to say this one.
Then you either think Talos a man, or you fear not his wrath. Either way, we're in agreement. He isn't worthy of anyone's respect. Like all dragons, his legacy is that of murder and carnage.
Who are you, and why do you despise dragons so much?
My name is Morrisine. I was born in Morrowind, and through my veins flows the fire of the Red Mountain itself. That fire burns with hatred for all who seek to destroy us. Whether it is the dragon of the north or the dragons in the sky, they will all perish.
So maybe I shouldn't tell her I'm the Dragonborn? What brings you here?
I was headed west to Cradle Crush when I came across this shrine. Then I saw you. My previous companion didn't make it past the river.
Why are you passing through giant camps? You seem to know much about dragons when they've been extinct for some time. What skills do you... Alright.
The camps serve as bait. Dragons have big appetites, and mammoths are a heavy meal. It's ironic, really. A dragon's strength comes from his compulsion to dominate, his desire to kill. Yet it's that very hunger that makes them weak.
If this dragon descends on Cradle Crush, I'd be willing to help you slay it. You seem to know much about dragons, sure.
Extinct to you, but I have dealt with them all my life. Every night I close my eyes, I see fire.
Okay. If this dragon... that's...
Normally, I'd laugh at such a suggestion, but for some reason I'm inclined to believe you. Interesting. Alright, if you're that confident, then let's head on over to Cradle Crash Rock, and you can prove your bravado is warranted.
Okay. We going now?
Blood and fire, fire and blood.
Alright.
Like any dragon slayer, my preferred weapon is the bow. The one I use is enchanted with fire, and every arrow burns with the rage of my homeland.
Nice. I use...
Turn all your enemies to ash.
I use these. They're my choppies. Alright, can I finish looting him? I was trying to see what he had. I mean, I don't want this. This stuff's just trash.
The giant camp is just east of the shrine. You can smell the burnt steam from here.
I'll take that. Sure. It's just because it's pretty. I don't need it. Alright, so yeah, it's just east over here. So how are we... We're just gonna... I don't know. She'll catch up. I just took damage from... What now? From the... from this piece of junk? She said east. It's not east, it's... Why did she say east?
Damn, no sign of the dragon. The mammoths must be out grazing. Well, if I can't have a dragon, I'll settle for a giant's head. Come on, let's kill these overgrown monkeys. Right, it was a slaughter.
Is that good? You like that?
You handle yourself well. I could use someone like you by my side.
Agreed. Perhaps we should travel together.
In time, yes, but not now. I have a date with an innkeeper, 9 of them in fact, because chasing mammoths only gets you so far. If you seek my aid, that's where our paths will cross. Beyond that, you'll find me in the shadow of every dragon in this godforsaken land. All you have to do is listen for their screams. Pleasure is but pain's costume.
Alright. I really like you.
Turn all your enemies to ash.
But I don't apparently have the, I can't... Okay, I'll take the Nern route. I can't recruit you. And, I didn't really you're just going to an inn somewhere? Just a random inn? So was that... I don't know. Giants normally have some good stuff on them. I want to pick up his giant bone. So what Where'd that bone come from? The bone zone? Sorry. Is this the one? No, I can't pick this one up either. I know there's that one in the game that you can do like something with it. There's like a trick, like a glitch or something that you could cause. Okay, I recognize that bridge over there. Well, hopefully we run into her again. If not, I will look her up and try to figure out where she actually goes. She's just headed in this general direction. Because it made it seem like that we might be able to do a quest with... Is Rumarin still with me? Or did I lose Rumarin? I hope I didn't lose Rumarin. Alright, now I forgot what quest we were doing. Find the vigilante. Alright, but I was going to snag these two places real quick. Fort Mall, I feel like, is for a vanilla quest. But you saw what happened. I just went from point A to point B and found that was an interesting NPC, right? So, alright, we'll just run down here. Maybe we'll just stumble across another one just standing out in the middle of the wood. Excuse me. Did you make noise when you're attacking me? And how did we lose Rumarin? I swear to God. Thought I hit a helmet again. It's a little... Have we been over there? Excuse me. Yeah, let's try to go... Alright. It keeps being waterfalls. Are we high enough? No. I want to try to get to that little camp that was over there. Alright. Yeah, that one. Looks like something's going on over there. Alright, where are we? Alright, we're going to... Just what happens. I'm very easily distracted. So let's... Looks like there's nothing going on with that bridge over there. Okay, somebody's dead down here. I seem to vaguely remember this from Vanilla. Lucky Lorenz. He wasn't that lucky. Ooh, treasure map. I was never good at the treasures. I had to use walkthroughs. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I had to use walkthroughs to help me do the treasures. Because I just like look at the maps and I'm like, I don't know what that means. He had who is this? Zenithar? No, Debella. Okay. You freaky. What's that book over there? Trying to get... No, not him. Oh, the lusty Argonian maid. Yes, please. Thank you. Alright. So Fort Mall is straight ahead. But I think I'm down from it now. But whatever. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it's up there, isn't it? I don't really want to hip-hop my way up the mountain, but Skyrim didn't make this so easy. Jumping and humping, thumping and bumping. Almost there. Just a little bit more. Get your booty on a dance floor. Shake what your mama gave you. Come on, I'm right here. Really? How are you gonna let me get that far? But not. Look, I found a chest. I'm sure it will have something absolutely amazing in it. Oh boy. Well, I will take the Grand Soul Gem. Oh, somebody's walking over there. Let's go see if we could figure out who they are. Just a guard or what? Who are you? Ugh. That's fine. Whatever. Who is that? That's probably how you're supposed to actually get to Fort Mall. Okay, who are we at? Oh, it's my wife! It's my wife!
Yeah?
I don't want to shake her down. I feel like every time... There's Rumarin. Oh my god. Yeah, you're working right now. I'm not gonna
take the fight to our enemies, love.
I will. I'm not gonna bother you while you're working. All right. So how do we actually get up to the fort now? Because I don't know why I just took out my swords. Because there's a mountain in the way. What happens if I attack her client? Oh, you're an interesting looking dude. Oh god, this fort. How do we get to it? You're awful far away from your mark. You should get... Never mind. She knows what she's doing. Who am I to tell her how to bodyguard? Alright, there we go. That worked. Wasn't the prettiest. Alright. Where exactly? Does anybody know where exactly the... Wasn't I just here? How am I not? Oh! Wait, what? Well, I found an abandoned prison. I don't think this is the right abandoned prison, though. I am looking for an abandoned prison. No, I guess it is, because this is the notes I have. Abandoned prison. I read this last episode. Waterfall, definitely check. Waterfall, check. Bandit camp. No, don't know about that. Bridge, check. White Run? White Run's all over here, but I guess it's closer to Windhelm. But then I also have Fort Mall. All right, so this is... We've been looking for this, and I thought this was Fort Mall, and Jesus Lord, that's hilarious. The misadventures of Loki the Mad Titan. So who lives here? Because I have no idea. Take a shower. Well, so far it looks like nobody lives here. Huh. Nope. Nope. Well, I mean, it looks like there could be somebody here. We have guards' orders. We can't let the prisoners out, so we either kill them or let them drown. Oh, this is the ghost prison. Either way, all guards must evacuate as soon as possible. The storm is about to wash the whole fort into the river, and I'll be damned if I have to report one Legion death while under my watch. You have your orders. Okay, I remember this now. So I remember this from vanilla point of view, not... Oh, Jesus, Rumarin. Oh, standing right behind me, bro. So yeah, not from, what... yeah, there's some of the ghosts. Not from the interesting NPC aspect, so... I'm guessing there was gonna be... Is it gonna be a ghost? That would be cool.
Eternal slumber awaits. Does someone, mortal fool, no one hides from the dead?
Oh, okay, we're fighting.
Alright, that's one less thing to worry about.
There's another note. Prisoner's plan. A storm is coming. I can tell the water leaking has become stronger. There's no better time than now. When the storm hits, the guards will be scrambling to figure out what to do. Amidst the confusion, we need to overpower the few that will be standing guard outside our cells and hold off the cell block entrance. We need only hold off until I can get one of their swords and break open the drainage grate in the corner of my cell. That's where we'll make our escape. Everyone move downriver, and we'll try to find shelter there until the storm passes. So we're getting some environmental storytelling and some actual storytelling. What's up, my man?
We meet again, mortal.
Who's Fiona? We meet again. We've met before? What is happening? I know how to pick locks, I swear. Alright, this is only expert. This isn't master or anything, so why am I... why am I struggling? There we go. Wait, so we're fighting?
Soon you will know the code of death.
Alright, I don't seem to be able to kill him. So... more lockpicking. Yay! There we go. Like, that one almost looked like I know what I was doing. Alright, so I don't know why there's a ghost. Alright. So he's not a ghost. He's somebody's familiar. Who's casting you? Who's Fiona? Like, that's where we're supposed to drop down eventually, if I remember correctly. I'm confused. Alright, well, the only way to go is to go in here. And he wants to rumble. Another expert lock door. Oh my god. Imagine if you couldn't do lockpicking. This would be an absolute nightmare. I'm gonna literally have to let this dude out so I can murder him. So I can murder the ghost. So I can ghost bust him? I don't know. Controversial hot take. I thought the all women's Ghostbuster movie was totally fine. I know. People...
Guess that's the last of them.
I hear Southern Guard's lovely this time of year, Nord.
Excuse me. Okay. I don't know why. I have no idea what's happening with this dude, but he will not talk to us. Wait, what? Okay, now he's talking to us. What? Why are you in this abandoned prison?
I had come here once before with my master Fiona. It is a cold, empty place, and its aura feels much like the void. I stay in this cell to detach myself from that which is above ground, in hopes that I may forget my sorrow.
Why stay in this place?
There is a place for me here, even if it is not the one I long for.
What do you know about the other spirits here?
I have heard of spirits that are restless, but the ones that haunt this prison sleep.
Who was Fiona, a loved one?
She was my master. I do not recall the name of my wife, or if I had one, for that is a life now twice removed.
Is there anything about your previous life you remember? Is there any significance to your armor? Yeah, you're wearing dwarven armor.
Just shades, colors, feelings. The sound of gears churning, a whistle of steam, and a great contraption that mapped the stars. I recall ambling across a great bridge that shimmered like glass. Or was that after?
The first part sounded like an Ori. Maybe you're a dwarf. The second is not any place I've ever heard of. Is there any significance to your armor? Yeah, you sound like a dwarf, dude.
I am no dwarf, I promise you that. There are indeed functioning orreries across Tamriel, however, and their descriptions do fit.
Okay, but you are... Hold on. I want to go back into that.
She was my master. I think not. There are many warriors who have donned dwarven armor, as the metal is commonly found in the runes strewn across Skyrim. If you're implying that the armor was once worn by a dwarf, well, you forget your history. Dwarven armor is made for and by man.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I recall ambling across a great bridge. Yes, it is certainly not the bone bridge to Sovngarde. It could be I leave this realm for a far worse fate, or it could be nothing more than a dream. It seems, however, the point is moot for the time being.
Where is Fiona now?
Last I saw her, she was in Whiterun, I believe, at the Hall of Jorvaskr.
Fiona must be a companion?
The day she joined was the day we parted. The companions forbid the use of magic, and Fiona thought it best that she never conjure me again. Yet my body did not return to the void. For days I walked the plains of Whiterun Hold, waiting for the end that never came. Days turned to weeks, and weeks to months, and months to years.
That must have been tough on you. Do you resent the companions? I'm a companion. I use magic routinely. Sounds to me like you're a stalker. She should be happy to be rid of you. Yeah, I mean, I kind of, oh God, this must have been tough on you.
I was her familiar, her guardian, and above all, her friend. I tried to watch from afar, but Whiterun is a place with far too many memories.
What memories do you have, Fiona and Whiterun?
When I look at the walls, I see her on the ledge, mesmerized by the tapestry of stars. If I walk through the tundra, I see her chasing the butterflies, entranced by their subtle waltz. Most of all, I hear her laughter in the rumble of the river, and feel her smile in the warmth of the sun. The memories brighten my soul for an instant until they remind me of what I have lost.
Wait, what? What incident with the farmer? Why are we... okay.
Fiona's childhood steeled her resolve to become strong, but the memory of that Falmer scared her away from melee combat. She never showed any other magical ability besides the one, but quickly adapted to another long-range weapon. She began as a thief, stealing bread and jewelry from the market stalls, trading her profits for a poorly made bow.
How did she train to become a companion?
At night she snuck behind the companion hall and engaged in target practice while I kept watch from under the pavilion. She lacked the strength at first. Even when she switched from thievery to hunting, it was I who did the fighting on her behalf. But slowly that started to change. An elk would die at my feet before I could strike it with my axe. In time, the wolves would not even finish howling before she had dropped them to the ground.
And her dependence on you faded both on and off the battlefield.
Yes, just as she had been developing her skill as an archer, she had been maturing as a woman. She would tell me how she spent the day's coin drinking in the taverns and listening to the bards. She began to hunt on her own, both in the wild and in the city. Gradually, then suddenly, she ceased to conjure. It was only to tell me she had been accepted into the companions that she summoned me to say goodbye. She walked into the hall of Yorvaska, and I never saw her again.
Where do you suppose she is now?
The hall of Yorvaska, or the great mead hall of Sovngarde. Or she may have returned home to set right what was wronged.
What happens if she conjures you again?
I imagine I will be with her. I do not know whether to be comforted by the thought or distraught by the knowledge that I am still here.
The Sijiks used conjured links to talk across great distances. Perhaps...
You mean to say I could conjure her? Or at least connect our minds? A tempting thought, but I shudder at the thought of her reply.
Alright, well, I don't like that.
It is I who should thank you. Sometimes saving a soul requires neither strength nor sorcery. Only your ears and the compassion to listen.
Tell me how you met.
The events of the Great War had weakened the Guard, and the Falmer, once content to ambush caravans, had grown more brazen. They were kidnapping children from their homes. The storm came that night. Heavy rain pelted the rooftops. Thunder shook the earth. The Falmer broke in through the cellar. They skulked up the stairs and split into two groups. Two bound for the parents, one for the child. It was the screams of her mother that woke her. She opened her eyes to a smell, a foul vapor emanating from its worm-like mouth, clouding her vision. Then it slowly began to clear.
Falmer. Alright, so we're getting the story backwards, but that's okay.
As she grew older, she would recall with vivid detail the horror of that face, from the rills in its cheeks to the keyhole shape of its snout, as if it were a door to a dark and foreboding underworld.
How did she escape?
She does not recall what happened next, but I do. Somehow the girl had raised her hands and conjured my spirit from the void. Bound to her will, I vanquished the Thalma quickly, sensing our link was fading, knowing I had little time. That is how I met Fiona.
Interesting. Summons typically are very brief, usually unusual that you are still here. You were bound. It's a spell that compelled you to stay by her side.
You are right. The link between the conjurer and the conjured is tenuous. Only a master mage can summon a creature that will remain in perpetuity. Fiona, on the other hand, was only a child. She had not an ounce of magical talent, and yet through sheer will, she was able to summon me again and again. As the years went on, our bond only grew stronger, and as such, so did my ties to this world.
In
the beginning, it was so. Orphaned at a young age, the child was a lonely one, and I her only companion. For her own sake, I wished to leave, but the binding spell would not allow me to. If not for I, the other villagers would have adopted her, but my presence forced even the most compassionate of people to maintain their distance. A ghost is not a suitable playmate for a young girl, but she left me no choice. So I spoke to her, for silence is a terrible thing to inflict upon a child.
Alright, this is the only other option I have.
It is true that conjuration magic may have ties to illusion, yet even illusion magic is but a worm that crawls to the ripest apple. Is the binding strong because of my feelings, or are my feelings strong because I was bound?
Alright, I'm stuck weirdly in dialogue now.
Last I saw her, days turned to weeks, and weeks to months, and months. No, I do not resent the companions for their code, nor do I blame Fiona for choosing them over me. Her enlistment into their ranks merely brought to light what we both already knew.
Alright. Is there any way I can help?
I fear not even the World Eater could end my torment.
Alright, so I hope Fiona exists, because I really want to go find her now. Well, that was very interesting. For multiple reasons. So it didn't actually give me a quest or anything. Alright. That's perfect for me. Oh boy. I was just saying, oh, this isn't... all these expert locks, they're not master, and then they want to give me a master. Oh. Oh, so close. Oh my god. There we go. Why was that a what the hell? Why was that a master lock chest? Alright. So you got a lot of money here for some reason. I'm surprised it didn't just let me murder him as an option, but I did actually try to whack him with my swords, and I don't know if you saw it happen. Nothing happened. So yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen a familiar just chilling out by itself. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, basically they all drowned. I don't know if we get more to the story or not. But yeah, there was a flood, and I don't think they made it. Alright, I'm getting pushed. I'm getting pushed down the waterfall. Alright, fine. I didn't want to go down the waterfall, but I didn't have a choice. Let's see if we can snag a dragonfly on the way. Yeah! Alright, somehow we made it all the way back to the mill, which was not the plan at all. But that's what happened. We tried to make it to Fort Mall and somehow failed miserably at doing so, which is kind of funny. We have more. I mean, I was going to try to hip hop my way over there, but I don't think that's going to work. So screw it. Let's just, since we were kind of already all over the place, we'll leave Fort Mall. We're gonna go all the way. Where is it? I lost it. There it is. We're gonna go to Moss Mother Cavern, because I never like fast traveling directly to place. I don't know why. I just rather. Hello, unicorn. Nice to see you again. I just like seeing what I'm, it's just some random dude who kind of looks like a Draugr from a distance. Alright. Reigns. Brother and Keeper, any place in particular you want to check for bounties? What happened to your eye? Alright, yeah, we've talked to him before. You said the guard was too frail to let him live. What did you mean by that? Why are you obsessed with keeping the law? Follow me, I need your help.
Let's try the bee and barb. Lots of criminals scum in the rift. Say we grab a thief and break his legs and leave him in the market for the crows to feast on. The rest will scatter into the sewers like rats.
Okay. I'm the guild master of. Is he not? Is he? Oh, he is coming. So we can't do that? Because those are my people? So, no? Who are you? Oh, just some hunters. Yeah. Alright. I didn't know we'd be hooking back up with Reigns. So it may be. Thanks, Rumarin, for pushing me off the rock, man. it made me come all the way here to go all the way back to Riften, but I don't really. I want to know what this is. Recently built altar. We're going to Lauren's shack. I don't remember who Lauren is either. So, what else is new? Alright, Rains is here. I feel like there's something under this rug. Alright, well, we need a key. Key wouldn't happen to be in the table, would it? No, okay. Yeah, 100% feel like there's... This rug is suspicious. Or is it this one? I don't know. Alright, so we came here. And recently built altars over here. What is happening? Ow.
Your choice.
Okay, Adept Necromancer. I'll take that. So what is the point of this? Oh, cool. I'll take another book. Does anybody know what the point of the recently built altar is? No? Anybody? Any ideas? Because I don't know. Just okay. All right, let's go get rid of Rains because I don't really know why I have him now, or what I'm supposed to do with him. So we might as well drop him off, and maybe we'll run into. I forgot what her name is already, but she said she would be at an inn, and we're going to an inn. And I just took damage, I'm guessing, from his torch. Oop, that's not how you get there.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
There's a lot of people
that's
walking
not
this
something
way.
you see every day.
I'm afraid I can't help you much right
I'm not talking that guy. I'm in mourning. Yes, I know you're in
got
mourning.
the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Yeah. What's your problem?
I don't know. I was supposed to take this guy here for some reason.
Lizard, this town is rife with lawbreakers. What leads can you offer?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
It looks like we have new prey to catch. This one is an especially loathsome lawbreaker.
I was kind of hoping to just drop you off here. What exactly did he do?
Grandma. This one is better served as a surprise. It's a bit gruesome, which will make it all the more sweeter when he screams. He was last seen in East March, but a fetcher on the run doesn't stay at the Kandahar Hall. There's an old inn to the west of that place. 100 gold crowns says that's where he'll be.
Okay. Nightgate Inn. One of your ancestors was Khajiit?
Dunmer females are harlots, looser than a Debellan priest. I'm surprised I wasn't born with scales. You ever hear about Bering Zion theories? There's a reason they call this place the Bee and the Barb.
A shame. There's something admirable about chastity, which is precisely why I love Dunmer females.
I've had my fair share, Fetcher. Never saw what all the fuss was about, until I tried the other half. In any case, I don't hold it against them. Azura is strong in her females, And Azura gets what she wants. Their desire for flesh is like a cat's desire to steal. But only one violates the law.
Not all Kashyyyks are thieves, just most of them. It sounds like you resent your own heritage.
You blind screeb. Last time I checked, I didn't have any fur on my back. Just on my blades.
Meet me at the Naked Inn. Good. I'll just meet him there. I like that better.
Oh, it's you again. What in blazes do you want?
I was distracted by your lizard boobs. I'm sorry. Can I... What is this? Grieva, as of this month, I'm afraid we're going to have to double the cost of Blackbriar Mead. As you're no doubt well aware, there's quite a bit of civil unrest occurring within Skyrim. With this unrest comes increased costs to us for shipment protection, ingredients, and labor. I think you'll find your customers more than willing to share in this burden by absorbing the cost through price increase. I recommend you institute an immediately failure to comply with our new cost will result in immediate interruption of Blackbriar Mead. Well, I don't want to steal that right in front of her. That'll probably make her mad.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
Alright, what's the word around town?
If Nathan Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat, I'll have to resort to watering it down just to make ends meet.
Okay, what's the word around town?
If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for all of us? Is this how it all ends?
Probably. What's the word around town?
Sibby Blackbriar is furious that his ex-lover tried to murder him. He's leaving no stone unturned searching for her.
What's the word around town?
Crime is an all-time high in this city thanks to the Thieves Guild. Don't we have enough problems with the war going on?
Nah, I'm a good guy.
Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town.
Alright, so she didn't have anything quest-wise. Rumarin, you're in my way. And I'm kicking your cheese all over the place.
Yeah?
No.
What's your problem?
Listen, Sexy Sapphire, I don't have a problem. Alright? I don't have a problem.
Yeah? What's your problem?
Your face kind of reminds me of Laura Croft's. Okay. Now I'm confused what I want to do. Track down the Lawbreaker, Nayara Inn. I wanted to do that. I did kind of want to go on a tour of the inns to do exactly what I just did with her, where I went through all of her dialogue. But, I mean, we talked to a lot of interesting NPCs this episode. This might be the heaviest interesting NPC dialogue episode that we've had in a while, and I love it. I got no complaints about it at all. Someone had commented on the Discord saying that they didn't feel like that the interesting NPCs dialogue sometimes fit in Skyrim, and yeah, it's like, okay, fair enough. I could see some of them, but at the same time, they're so interesting that I can't. I personally don't have any complaints. I think I'm going to fast travel the Whiterun real quick, though, because I really want to see if Fiona exists, because I have no idea. So let's go. We were just here for my party in the last episode, which is kind of funny. Anybody? Anything else? Never know we're gonna run into some shenanigans, so that's why I'm trying to keep my eyes open. Brilliant. Come and see my selection of the finest. All right, they're not. I noticed they're not saying anything about my zombie this episode so far, but there's still thinks there's two of them out there.
Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is. I own the Pelagia farm just outside the city walls. Nimriel takes good care of things for me.
That voice actor was not used that much.
Crafted by the best blacksmith in
I don't
Skyrim.
suppose you're going to buy something this time?
Just browsing today. If the
got to be right. Someone will take mercy on me and spare a few septims.
If they do, promise you'll actually...
I didn't know who was talking. I was like, alright, well, speaking of inns, I mean, the Bannered Mare's right here.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
What's up, Hulda?
If it's work you need, I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Heard any rumors lately?
I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect.
Alright, that's vanilla.
The Companions? In Jorvasker? They're recruiting new members from what I hear.
Are there any problems around town that need handling?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
I have so many bounties.
What can I get you?
Heard any rumors lately?
Been hearing some strange tales of the Jarl's children. Say the one's turning wicked, and the others have an ill-favored look to them. Best to keep clear.
Okay. Ask about Bulcroft's strange children. Ask who? Who am I gonna ask? Somebody's jamming. Oh, there he is. I was like,
what can I do for you?
Nothing. I'm just making sure any other interesting NPCs didn't sneak in here when I wasn't paying attention.
The security in White One is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm not dealing with you and your vanilla quest right now. I'm just making sure, like I said, nobody's hiding any nooks and crannies. Alright, cool. Jorvasker, here we come. I thought the sun was coming up. Is the sun going down? I can't. This looks like sunset now.
Today, they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow? What then? Do the elves take your homes?
Alright, so where... Like, we kind of, sort of, vaguely joined the companions, I think? What time is it? It is, like, dinner time. Why are they not all eating dinner? Am I allowed down here? I can't even remember. Yes.
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear. You want to join the companions, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm looking for someone that I don't know if they exist or not. Such a weird thing to say. Alright, so far it looks like no. But there's a lot of empty rooms down here. Should I maybe wait until it's like sleeping time? One of these beds is mine, isn't it? I swear one of these beds is mine. Maybe not. I could just sit.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have we met?
What am I saying? I can just stand here and wait. I keep forgetting that that's an option. So let's just wait 5 hours and we'll see.
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
Oh, such
Alright, everybody go to bed. So I can look at you while you're sleeping.
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear. You want to talk to one of the companions, I'm sure.
Need something?
Yeah, I'm looking for Fiona. Does anybody know who Fiona is? Not everybody's sleeping, which is what I was hoping. Is more people coming? There's Farkas. He's sleeping. Rumarin, get Rumarin, get out of the doorway. So far my plan's not working. We'll double check in here. We do still have an empty bed. We have multiple empty beds. We have 3 empty beds. Where? But nobody else seems to be coming. Is there anybody just chilling in here? No. Again, I'm looking for somebody who might not even actually exist. Alright, so what are we? Why are we still out here? You're shooting an arrow. I found her.
Ah, there you are. For some reason I had a feeling I'd run into you here.
Okay, so this is the bard. Isn't this who we're looking for with Rumarin? I thought you didn't want to come back to this place.
I didn't come back to join. I came back to return something. You see, all my life I've worn heavy armor. It just felt more comfortable, safe. But after we spoke, I started to wonder. Maybe it was just another crutch. I don't need Yolan's armor to protect me. All I need is my own strength.
We've had this conversation, but I agree. Others will only let you down. My strength is unmatched, but even a strong warrior needs good company. As I told you before, we all have weaknesses. The others fill in the gaps. That armor looked terrible on you anyway. Hey. Yes, I already knew who she is. I just forgot that I knew who she was. We met her in a cave.
You may have strength in battle, but you lack resolve if you yearn for the company of others. But they cannot be with you forever. In any case, I'm sure you didn't come here to listen to me argue over nothing. What business do you have here in Whiterun?
How did you escape the Falmer attack?
Before she took me in, my mother used to light a single sconce by my bed to ward off the dark. I remember the way the light wrapped around its face, how it stood there, tracing its mouth with its tongue. I'm sorry. No more talk about the Falmer. They're foul creatures, and if I never see another, it will be too soon.
Okay, yeah, because we... Alright, I'm just going to back out of conversation with her, because we need her. I know that already, but we're not supposed to be getting her from here? So, why are you... Look like you're aiming at me. Oh, because I was standing in the way of the dummy. Rumarin just runs right in front of her. So I think we're actually going to wrap this episode up here. And that way I have at least a save drop to where she's here. Since I know she's the one that we're eventually going to be getting. And next episode we will start off and we will immediately go to the Moorside Inn and we'll continue doing the inns. That's great that we have 2 different quests for the inns. I want to look at miscellaneous quests. I might try to do an episode soon where we bang out a bunch of these quick, easy ones, like we've done at least once or twice before, just because there's so many of them. I mean, almost all of these are vanilla, so we're going to continue to ignore all of those and just focus on the actual mod added or anniversary added things. But with all that being said, this has been Interesting NPCs, and we certainly spoke with a lot of them this episode. I am Loki the Mad Titan. I bid you adieu, goodbye and good night, sayonara to Ayasumi. NPCs, thank you so very much for watching. Please subscribe. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. $1 tiers. You can do so for a single solitary dollar. Karasa Animation was even asking people in a comment one of the episodes recently to join them, as so that way they're not the only patron. You can also check out the Discord server. We'd love to have you and become a member of the channel. Have a good night. See ya.